He said, both in honor of Sherry and in honor of everyone else here who supported her and us in this journey. As many of you know, this has been quite a journey for Sherry. In fact, it's been quite a journey for all of us. Sherry and I joke with each other about obtaining any type of degree is just an endurance test. And this has been quite the test. Many of you guys, both family and friends, have been the unfortunate soul who had the bad luck of being that person who just happened to call after one of her wonderfully encouraging phone conversations outlining all the opportunities that her chairperson found that she thought there could be improvements made to her paper on that particular day. Once the tears of joy associated with receiving so much encouragement subsided enough for coherent conversation to again take place, the person on the receiving end usually didn't know how to respond. The overwhelming excitement from Sherry usually involved a fair amount of sobbing, followed by a great deal of swearing. And speaking from experience, please let me reassure you that when you were caught in this situation, it was one of those times when there really was no correct response. You just had to sit back and hold on for the ride. And just as a little side note, for any of her female friends that happen to get caught in that situation, I'm glad that you got to experience this firsthand because it was kind of the same situation that most of your husbands and boyfriends are in. When you ask for their input on something, and there isn't any correct response for that either. There's just no right answer, and you have to choose your responses very carefully. I can remember one time that my dad experienced this firsthand when he stopped by, and she was in the middle of one of her calls with her chairperson. After sitting there for a few minutes observing her, he decided that the safest thing for him to do was just to sneak out before she got off the phone and called me to see what was going on and if there was anything he needed to do or I needed to do. I just reassured him that it was probably just one of her conference calls and that I'm sure I'd be getting a call about it a little later on, and thanks for the warning. I can remember one night when she and I sat down on the floor and we took a pair of scissors and proceeded to cut the whole paper into pieces. Turned it into a giant jigsaw puzzle. And if you saw the paper out there, you saw its many pages. Once we got in all the pieces, we had to try and reassemble it into some sort of order that we only hoped that her chairperson would like. And as it turned out, thankfully, it was. I think the toughest part of this journey that she had was her realizing that she had to give her chair people, her committee, what they wanted. In particular, her chairperson. And that was what was caught, that she had to give them what they wanted more so than what she wanted to put in the paper. I guess that is all part of this whole process that she went through. And ultimately, that served as her final exam. Now for some seriousness. Sherry, without a doubt, you're the smartest, toughest, most beautiful, and most determined person that I know. And even though you have more pieces of paper with your name on it than I can count, I know that this one you had set for your ultimate goal. Sherry, I can really tell you that can't really tell you how proud of you that I am. That all of us here are. No one here is sure where the next leg of your journey will lead. But I'm sure that after this, it'll be a piece of cake. Like I said to begin with, this has been quite the journey. And one of the toughest ones that we have ever faced. And with that, everybody raise your glass. Share it. All I can say at this point is congratulations and that I love you. If you want to do it all again tomorrow, we would all support you 100%. But just to be safe, don't even ask. You're here.
Your daughter's got my keys.
Now, is there anyone else who wants to say something?